think it would be good to lock in from the lockdown is the care and compassion you have been showing to one another. Time and again I hear of stories of people going out of their way to help someone else. Whether it's shopping for someone, lifts to hospital appointments, a call to check if someone is okay, or just a card sent to encourage. To express God's love for other people. And it hasn't just been about concern for those within the church family. Whether it's food bank donations or collecting food or just offering help, this crisis has brought out of us the mercy gift in so many ways. And I'd love to see that continue as we come out of the lockdown. Jesus told a story of the sheep and goats, and as I close this week out, I'm going to allow the story to speak for itself. Let me read to you Matthew 25, verses 31 to 46. Appears in his majestic glory, with all his angels by his side. He will take his seat on his throne of splendour, and all the nations will be gathered together before him. And like a shepherd who separates the sheep from the goats, he will separate all the people. The sheep he will put on his right side, and the goats on his left. Then the king will turn to those on his right and say, "You have a special place in my Father's heart. Come and experience the full inheritance of the kingdom realm that has been destined for you from before the foundations of the world. You saw me hungry, you fed me. When you found me thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I had no place to stay, you invited me in. And when I was poorly clothed, you covered me. When I was sick, you tenderly cared for me. And when I was in prison, you visited me." Then the godly will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you thirsty or hungry or give you food and something to drink? When did we see you in no place to stay and invite you in? When did we see you poorly clothed and cover you? When did we see you sick and tenderly care for you, or in prison and visit you? Don't you know? When you cared for one of the least important of these, my little ones, my true brothers and sisters, you demonstrated love for me." The king will say, "Leave me, for you are under the curse of eternal fire that has been destined for the devil and all his demons. When you saw me hungry, you refused to give me food. When you saw me thirsty, you refused to give me something to drink. I had no place to stay, and you refused to take me in as your guest. When you saw me poorly clothed, you closed your hearts and would not cover me. When you saw that I was sick, you did not lift a finger to help me. And when I was imprisoned, you never came to visit me." His left will say, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty and not give you food or something to drink? When did we see you homeless or poorly clothed? When did we see you sick and not help you, or in prison and not visit you?" Then he will answer them, "Don't you know? When you refused to help one of the least important among these, my little ones, my true brothers and sisters, you refused to help and honour me." And they will depart from his presence and go into eternal punishment. And beloved sheep will enter into eternal bliss. Seriously the warning found in this story and the challenge to serve others as if we were serving you. May I be your hands and feet as I go into the world today.